I'm Jenny. I'm going to be doing yoga with you today from Pulmonary Wellness, and today we're going to focus on the lower body. So I want you to sit in your chair, and it's nice if there are arms in the chair, but it doesn't necessarily have to have arms, whatever you're comfortable with. And then sit up tall, so you're really sitting up on your sits bones, lengthening long through the entire spine. It might be helpful to shift a little bit forward as long as you feel like all four legs of the chair are secure into the floor. And start with a few deep breaths. Allow your eyes to close, or you can always keep the eyes softly open if you prefer it. And start to tune into your breathing. There's no right or wrong answer. Just checking in with where the breath is today, noticing where the breath is in the body, and noticing the quality of your breath. Try not to go the next steps of placing any judgment. You're just noticing, using this as an opportunity to tune into the body. Gently open your eyes, and we're going to start with our feet. Look down and notice that the toes are pointed straight ahead. So your feet are parallel, and ideally the knees are right over your ankles. We're going to start by pedaling through the feet. So really simple. Lift one heel up off the mat, and then lower the heel down. And then the other side. Breathe in, lift your heel up, and breathe out to lower the heel down. And continue that at your own pace, switching sides, lifting one heel up as high as feels okay for you, and then the other. Moving at a pace that feels good to you, and see if it's possible to link movement with breath. So as you breathe in, you're lifting the heel, and as you breathe out, you're lowering the heel. A few more times, and all the while, find that really tall posture, reaching up long through the crown of the head, a little bit of hugging in of the shoulder blades so that the chest is nice and open. So now we're going to move on, but sticking with the feet. We're going to lift both heels up at the same time as you breathe in, and as you breathe out, lower the heels back down to the floor. A couple more times just like that. Breathe in, lift the heels up, and breathe out, lower your heels down. Twice more. Breathe in to lift up, and breathe out to lower down. Breathe in, lift, and breathe out. Reaching long through your right toes. Palms can stay on your knees. If you have arms on your chair, feel free to place the forearms down. And we're going to stick with this, really simple, pointing the right toes forward and then drawing the foot back. A couple times just like that, staying on the right side. Inhale, right toes point forward, and exhale, drag your foot back. A couple more times, breathe in, breathe out, breathe in, and breathe out. You might notice that the leg has to work a little bit in order to do so. That's absolutely what we're looking for, starting to build some strength through the legs. Let's take the other side. Left toes point in as you breathe in. And exhale, draw the foot back. Again, breathe in, left toes point in. And breathe out, draw the leg in. Twice more. Breathe in, stretch. And breathe out in. Inhale, stretch. And exhale, draw the foot in. So we're going to add a variation onto this. If this variation doesn't feel good to you, you can always stick with this simple version of the toes reaching forward and back. So starting by pointing your right toes forward, breathe in here, lift your foot up off the floor, and see if you can circle a couple times through your right ankle. Let's do 1, 2, 3, and 4. Reverse the circle. 1, 2, 3, point the foot back, foot down to the floor, and draw the heel in. And then let's take the other side. Point the left toes. Again, you can stay with that first variation if that works best for you. Otherwise, lift the heel up. Circles. 1, 2, 3, 4. Reverse the circle. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Point the foot. Draw the foot back in. Point your right toes forward. This time, flex the foot and lift the heel up. Exhale, point the toes and draw the foot back. Right and left. Point the left toes forward. Flex through the foot. Point through the foot. And anytime you need a break, feel free to take a breather. You can always rest when you need. Making this practice right for you today. Point forward, breathe in. Exhale, flex. Breathe in, point. And exhale, lower down. Good work. Point your right foot forward. Flex through the foot, but you're going to keep the heel on the floor. Sit up very tall as you breathe in. Start to hinge forward. You're looking down towards your right toes. If you feel like you need a bit more support here, hold on to the arms of the chair, or you can hold on to the edges of your chair, depending on what feels best and what's available for your chair. Feel free to stay right here, or you can start to lean even further forward, sending your sits bones back. Take a few breaths here. And again, either stay right here, or you can push your right fingertips towards your right toes. You don't have to touch all the way. Maybe hand comes to your shin, maybe the ankle, maybe your right toes. No pressure, not pushing past any discomfort, doing what feels good. One more deep breath in. And full breath out. Good. Slide the hand back to the arm of your chair, bend the right knee and foot down. Let's take the other side. Left toes point forward. Flex through the foot. Heel is on the floor. Sit up tall as you breathe in. And start to slide forward. And this is maybe where you stay today. That's absolutely fine. And then maybe leaning a little bit forward. Maybe you draw the left hand down towards the foot. Anywhere along the leg works great. We're looking for a stretch through the back of the leg, through the hamstring. Let's see, 2 more breaths. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. And breathe out. Place the left hand onto the arm of the chair. Come up to sit and slide your left foot in. So now we're going to move into a reclined position. So feel free to take the time that you need to make your way either onto the floor or onto a bed, whatever is most comfortable for you. I'll meet you there in a moment. So for this next section, we're going to use a yoga belt. If you don't have a yoga belt, you can also use a TheraBand, and I'll also show you an option for no props at all. So if you have a yoga belt or a TheraBand, grab a hold of it, and we're going to lay down. So if you're already laying down, stay right where you are. If you're looking for a way to comfortably get down onto your back, you can bring the hands behind your thighs and then slowly lower all the way down. Relax your head back. Bring your right knee into your chest and hold on to the right shin. Not using the belt quite yet. Allowing the right hip to soften down. Allowing the right thigh bone to relax down into the hip socket. Go ahead and take your belt and you're going to loop your foot into the middle of the belt. Start to stretch the leg as long as feels okay. So you're holding on to either side of the belt, as high up or as low as feels okay for you. We're looking for a hamstring stretch. So if you feel like you can straighten the leg a little bit more, go ahead and do so. If that's too much for you today, keep the knee bent and the leg stretching a little bit forward. That's the great thing about the yoga belt or a TheraBand. You can hold anywhere that feels good for you and give your leg a little bit of slack. If you don't have a yoga belt, you can let the belt just go and bring the hands behind your thigh if that's available. We'll stay here for a few more breaths, stretching through the back of the leg, and think about your right heel reaching up towards the sky as you anchor your sits bones down towards the thigh. And sometimes the ribs will kind of want to puff up a little bit. See if you can relax the lower ribs down, soften the shoulders away from the ears. This is really just about the leg, not too much work in the arms. Let's take one more deep breath in. Full breath. Bend your right knee in and move the belt. Place the right foot down. And then again, starting with your left knee hugging in, hold on to the shin. Just pause here for a moment. There's always the option to stay right here if you don't want to extend the leg. And then if you're moving on, you can bring your belt or your TheraBand, maybe hands behind the back of the leg, and then extend the leg up towards the ceiling. Bend the knee as much as you need, maybe extending the leg a little bit further forward if you need. As always in our yoga practice, the most important aspect of the practice is the breath. So choosing a position that supports a steady breath, finding as even a breath pace as you can today. One more breath in, and then breathe out, and we'll let this go. Bend the knee and move the belt to the side. We're done with the belt for now. One more exercise. Cross your right ankle over the left thigh. Flex through the right foot. Bring the hands to your upper thighs and then gently press the legs away from you. Again, make sure that the ribs don't puff up. Trying to send a little bit more energy into the back lower ribs. Soften the shoulders away from your ears. You can either stay right here or bring the left knee into your chest and bring the hands behind the back of your thigh. Either way, you're encouraging the right knee forward and your left knee in. Let's take two more breaths here. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. And breathe out. Release the left foot down and release the right foot. Taking the left side, bring the left knee in towards your chest. Turn the leg out and cross the left ankle over the right thigh, flexing through the left foot. Place the palms to the upper thighs. Very gently press the thighs away from you if that feels good. Shoulders gently draw away from the ears. Big breath in. And full breath out. And again, there's the option to stay right here, or moving a little deeper into the pose, bring the right knee in towards your chest, weave the fingertips behind the back of the right thigh. A little deeper stretch for the outer left hip. Encourage the left knee forward and the right knee in. Sway the head a little side to side, a little rock so you're not tensing through the neck. Upper body's really easy here. Two more breaths. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Release the hands. Release the right foot down. Release the left foot. Widen your feet a bit and allow your knees to knock together. Place one hand to your chest, one hand to your belly, and close your eyes. Taking a moment, check in, notice how you feel after your practice, after taking some time for yoga. rest here for as long as you like. Whenever you're ready, gently open the eyes and have a wonderful day.